out for the microphone. Walk along the fence and meet. Go to your parents now. Go. Single file all the way down the stone. Listen good, eh? Got good voice. As a team. Oh my God. Where'd you put it? Where'd you put it? Let's go! Let's go! Go night! And welcome back to the Young Sports and Athletic Complex for game number 2 on the slate this evening between the Niagara College Knights and the Humber Hawks. The women's came away with a big win earlier this evening, 2-1 over the Humber Hawks. Hopefully, the Niagara College men's team can take a similar result. My name's Christian Simmons alongside DJ Blockstyle here for the second game. DJ was doing public address announcing for the first game. How was that, DJ?
It's something I've always wanted to do, and I got an experience early in the summer to do it, and I've kind of cut the bug for it, and so I actually signed up to be the PA announcer. But I'm in broadcasting. I love doing commentary, and I love this opportunity, and here I am along the awesome Christian Simmons, here to do color commentary.
Thanks, I'm awesome. How amazing.
Dude,
how nice of you.
You demand.
I'm the man. Then you demand too, all right?
We demand.
We demand.
All in the men's game.
Let's do it. And the Niagara College Knights, hopefully the man here as well tonight. We are underway here. Hawks up the near side wall. There is Kashizian. And Lake. He'll just try to center that one. That one's just a little far off the wall.
Oh. Hey, that's how they want it. They want it down.
And that's going to be a goal kick for the Knights here as Humber with the first chance of tonight's affair.
Hopefully the men start off a little, the women were a little rough at the beginning, but they really got into it. And as soon as they started going, it was shot after shot after shot. The Niagara women really dominated in that first one. So hopefully the men don't get too many jitters for their first game of the official season, but I mean, that's expected often, right?
It is expected. I mean, long off season in soccer. They had a long time adrift at sea, coming back here at the beginning of the season to take on Humber. No easy feat, but should be a dandy.
There's always new players that you have to integrate into the play, and I mean, you practice and you practice and you practice, but nothing's quite like the actual real game. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Nothing can simulate the speed and the physicality of a college sport game. There's nothing that compares to it. Speaking of action, how about that physicality right there? Taken down is Ferdinand Lacole, excuse me. And that's going to be a free kick. Lacole is going to boot that far side.
Keep it in.
For his wing. Beautiful job to keep it in. Like you said, DJ, that's great work. Kept in one more time on the far side by Maurizio and tries to center. That's no good. Great work by the Hawks there to hold on.
No foul called, so we're still going.
Here's Jacob Ball on the far side. He's moving with some speed down the sideline. Great work there from Jack Soares to take it off him, and that'll be a Knights ball. Big collision there.
Pile up on the far end there.
Robert McMillan got, how would you?
Sandwiched almost.
Sandwiched or tipped? Like a tractor tip right there, a cow tip. His legs
demolition
were
derby
5
over
feet
there.
in the air, and his forehead touched the turf. He seems to be okay, though. That's good news.
That's the important part right there. You just always, with things like this, you always hope they're okay. You never want anyone to get hurt.
Lacole Up the far side, looking for his teammate, Garrett Oldejean. A little bit too far out of his reach. Keeper Daniel Chenet will pick up on that one, and the Hawks will reset. The weather, of course, a factor here. It was in the women's game, and it will continue to be in the men's game. Only so much you can do with a wet ball, wet hands, and a wet turf. Not just for the keepers, but for the players as well. That one centered in a great job by Lecole to chip that one back out. It will be throw-in Hawks.
Again, you kind of hope with this weather and the rain, you just hope no one gets hurt. You got extra sliding around, extra little slips here and there, and it can get a little dicey sometimes. And so you just hope that nothing happens, that anyone gets seriously hurt with this kind of condition.
Keep the ankles taped up. Try to, limit the contact if you can. This is a very physical sport, so the chances of that happening are almost zero. But we do hope we get out of this one with everybody intact, as Vogel doesn't like the call. He was on a break, and that ball is going to be stopped at the half line for a free kick, Hawks. Just a little tap. Gets it back from Thomas Joseph, and that ball is centered. Here's the Hawks. In on net. Nice block by Lecole. That one will trickle out, and it will be a corner kick for the Hawks, I believe. Yes, it will.
It will be.
And Christian Keshizian will come in to boot this one into the box.
Jack, go back.
I'm for one.
Rob.
Be interesting to see the strategy. Do they kick it into the middle, get a little bit out maybe, or maybe kick it closer to the net and try to get it in that way?
Right there. Everything shorts you, and it's away.
Well, it's about what he sees from the corner.
That's true. You
Right?
kind of adjust depending on where
Defensive
everyone
lineup.
is,
Here
right?
it comes. Into the box. It's a little short. Speaking of strategies,
Yeah, they were
looking for the front post action. That ball drops just outside the box. Nice tackle. Well, aggressive tackle would be my rephrase. Robert McMillan took Jason Alvarado straight out, and that's going to be a free kick at the top of the box. Not what you want here if you're the Knights. Big test coming for goaltender Noah DiMaurizio.
Yeah, and again, like it was for the women's game, it's a little bit of jitters for the Niagara Knights for the men's as well. So pretty much dominated so far by Humber, but things change quickly in this kind of thing too.
Mella's kick is a little high, and that will cause a goal kick here for DiMaurizio. He'll find Lecole. Looking up the far side, he's got Oldejean. That one's sent up. Oldejean giving chase. Look at him fly. How about that? Makes contact with that ball off a defender, but no call. It'll stay with the Hawks. There's Facey for Alvarado. Now Mella in the middle. Nice tackle there. How about that? Taken away by Lampman.
Good drive, be able to stop the play and continue going forward. Now we got another tackle down.
Physicality starting early. No cards, but a night on the turf. That would be Kyle Hannon, second-year player out of Notre Dame, a local boy, Pelham, Ontario. Well, relatively local. We are
local enough.
Local enough.
Local enough. I'd say anything in Niagara I would consider local as far as that's concerned.
That's fair. That's fair. It'll be Lecole on the free kick. Looking right. And he'll continue to look right. And he'll go up the middle. That one right on the net, stopped easily by Daniel Chenet, and he'll settle it down.
A good chance, but just went right to the keeper and just got the play dead right there. Hopefully, as long as we continue to get more chances like that, the more chances you get, the more chance you have when you're going to get it in, right?
That's right. That's right. You never know. You miss 100% of the shots. You don't take DJ. That's a different sport. But that saying applies just about everywhere. And
It really does.
It doesn't matter where you shoot it from. In these conditions, who knows? The ball slips, it could find its way in.
You do it towards the net, next thing you know, the goalie slips and it goes right past him, right?
Never,
I would feel for the goalie, but a goal's a goal, right?
Never a bad idea to put the ball on the net.
Never a bad idea.
Never a bad idea. What can go wrong? It can be stopped or it could go in the net. It's like those are your two outcomes. And as far as I'm concerned, one is not even bad and the other is fantastic.
Well, especially in a sport like soccer where you don't get too
Here
many
come the Hawks.
score.
Melly on the net. That one's deflected. And it'll stay with the Hawks as Joseph will center. That one headed on the net. He scores. How about that cross?
They really set that one up real well
Really
and then
set that
headed
one
it
up.
right in there. And Humber is just rolling along so far this game. Niagara's had maybe one or two. We had that one right to the net. But other than that, it has been all Humber so far, and they are taking advantage. It's like we were talking before. You just get it on the net, you get it in there. The more it happens, the more you're like you're going to score.
Lots of credit to the Hawks so far. They came out guns a-blazing, lots of pressure to start this one, and it pays off. A fantastic cross met with a beautiful header out front, and that's good for a 1-0 Humber Hawks lead. That will go as Franz Mella's first of the season. Here are the Knights in their own territory. Lecole. He'll go for Vogel. Vogel across to his wing. That was Bogasat. Still with Bogasat. He'll throw into the center. That one's tipped off ahead and brought right back by the Humber Hawks. Nice win out in the middle there by Hannon. He'll send it out for Oldejean. He can't get there in time, and Sinai will cover that one up.
It was a good try, though. Like, you get it in there, stayed onside, which is the important part. You've seen in the women's game how often it can easily go offside. And so you want to make sure you stay onside and then get those chances. And it didn't work out this time, but you got to keep trying.
Most importantly, it's about when does your attacker start their run. One thing about soccer that a lot of people don't understand, it's not when the ball crosses the last line of defense. It's when the ball leaves the passer's foot. That run has to be timed perfectly, and if it isn't, it's going to be an offside. That ball whipped far side, looking for Luca Pinto. That's just out of his grasp, and it'll be Knight's ball on the far side.
I imagine there's also some strategy with offside as far as the defense is concerned. And kind of like if you know it's coming, maybe shift up a little tiny bit just before it goes so that they get offside.
That's exactly right, but it's all within reason, right?
There's always risk, though, because if
risk.
you leave them and then it's not offside, you leave yourself stranded, and they got a good chance.
That's right. Juan Plata plays it in the middle to his striker, McMillan. And he'll give chase to defender LaShawn Facey. Here is Noel. Play that for his midfielder and receive it right back from him. Noel back to his keeper, Sene. Slowing the pace down here. Nice ball movement from the Hawks. Looking to set it up. Just over 11 minutes played so far. If you're just joining us, it is 1-0 Hawks. After that beautiful, beautiful header by Mella. Here comes an attack. That one stopped very nicely by Soares and sent back to the tender. Lecole. He'll find Oldejean. Back for Lampman. Played into the center for Plata, and he'll find Oldejean. Oldejean running to it. He's gonna get there. Nice play by Sene. Came out at the perfect time.
He's hurt,
but he's down.
We're gonna
calling to the ref.
Yeah, they're calling the trainer now. They're gonna have to take a look at him. I think when he stopped that, yeah, he went down hard there, and you could see him hopping around in his ankle.
They just came together at the right time. Both legs going for the same ball and ankle on ankle. And Sene is down. Hope that he is okay, as therapist Daya Peters.
And props to him for staking. Like he hopped on that one leg too. Yeah, just I'm not sure like if it should get attention, but you see a lot of them, they just go down, but he's hopping around, and you could see him hopping on that one leg.
Got to give him credit for that play as
Yeah.
well. That's a dangerous
And that's
play.
the thing, you just wanted to stay and you stay in the action just in case, right?
It's a very dangerous play that he made.
As our new
Sacrificing his
mascot,
leg.
Noble, we get just introduced
That's
today.
correct. Noble, welcome to the Niagara College family. Whole unveiling before the women's game this afternoon, or this evening, I should say.
Introduced by our very own Alec Murray.
That's correct. As Sine continues to be tended to, we'll take a look at our mascot, saying hi to our fans, and take a look at Captain Noah Vogel. Sister Sarah Vogel plays for the Women's Knights. As we mentioned in the previous game, Noah and his sister are part of a very strong soccer culture in that household. Both of them play at an extremely high level. And Noah, the captain of this squad, is also a partner of mine, broadcaster himself, and a very good one.
If you've watched a lot of the Knights games last season, you've probably heard his voice on this broadcast. And you'll probably hear his voice often too in the future.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will.
He's very, very knowledgeable. I mean, he not just knows, he plays the game.
He's
So,
a fantastic athlete through and through, a great leader. I've had the distinct pleasure to get to know Noah very well over the last year. And I haven't met a soul who has nothing but good things to say about Mr. Vogel. Fantastic athlete, but an even better person.
which is probably why they ended up making him captain. I mean, you want your captain to be someone who's not just good on the field, but off the field as well. Someone that can rally the troops, get people inspired when things are not going well. Like right now, right? Like they're getting that gather, things are down right now. They're not getting good luck right now, but you can turn things around at an instant.
Absolutely right. And so we check back in on Sine here. He seems to be okay. Therapist is going to leave him in the game. He's still gingerly shaking that right ankle, so we'll be sure to keep an eye on that as it progresses throughout tonight's game. But he will remain between the pipes, and we will get ready for the restart here. Free kick. Free kick, Humber. That one just tapped by Facey. Over to his wing, brought back over for Noel, and they'll start up the pitch. And now LaShawn Noel thought twice about that one. He's going to reposition the ball.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to get the backup Shabertsov ready for just in case that he's not ready to continue going on.
Well, he is standing up.
He's standing up. He's still gingerly walking around, but maybe with some of these injuries, sometimes you just need to get up, walk around, and then. But the problem is if you have something else happen and then you make it worse and then...
It's the swelling, right?
Yeah.
The swelling goes down and then you realize there's an issue. That ball just outside the box by the Hawks, cleared by Oldejan, very nicely, I might add. And that ball will head the other way, out for McMillan on the far side. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Here he comes. He's got Oldejan in the middle. Great defensive play there from Noel, taking that chance away. Lots of speed on that far side with the Knights.
Yeah, between Arbors, we got both sides where we got good speed from both of the midfielders. Coming up, give it the chances. You got to get past them, right? Because then you don't have to worry about offsides.
That's the big one, right? Is get out in transition, get the feet under you moving at a high rate of speed, and obviously both these teams can do that. Here comes Mella the other way. He's got two with him. That one beautifully stopped by a defender. Very well done. And the Knights will go the other way. That through ball very nicely placed and defended even nicer by Mr. Fior. Back for Sine as he'll elect to kick with his left instead of his right. Preserve that ankle.
Uh-oh, and he's down again.
He's down again.
He's down again.
He maybe should have kicked with his right. Yeah,
I think we might have to have a substitute.
Goaltender Shabertsov has...
Oh, they're giving a yellow card.
And a yellow.
They gave him a yellow.
I'm not sure what happened there, but
Is it because he just went down all of a sudden? Like he just literally went down.
so we're getting some information here. He's yelling at the official. His leg's obviously still in some considerable pain, and the official did not like the tone that was taken with him, and that will result in an unsportsmanlike yellow card, which truly unfortunate, but looks like he's going to take.
Come on, Niagara, use this energy, boys!
He's going to take a few steps off, and looks like we're going to watch Shuburtsov make his way in here. So we'll say goodbye to Danielle, Sine, and hope that he has a speedy recovery. It'll be Peter Shuburtsov from Richmond Hill, Ontario, the first-year tender. Keeper, I should say.
I'm sure he wasn't even expecting to get any action today, but that's the thing, you never know, right?
Well, they're both first-year goalkeepers, sorry. So I'm sure they're both still acclimating to their new environment, the new team, and can't be an easy adjustment no matter who you are, but Shuburtsov now in the game.
And you know he's going to try, considering they're both first. He's going to try to do his best because he wants more playing time.
Absolutely right. Every opportunity is one to grasp.
There's only one goalie.
Outside for beautiful ball played out for Lampman. Just couldn't get out there before Lake, as that was a fantastic run. Lecole at center. Center that one for Hannon. That pass just out of reach of Robert McMillan, but he's still there. Lots of pace from McMillan, staying right with Luca Pinto. Given away. Taken back and brought up the far side. Here come the Hawks. There's Jacob Ball on the far side, trying to outrun Soares.
And
he'll get taken down. We got a hand up. And
they're saying Niagara ball.
They're saying, yeah.
They called Niagara ball.
He's taking we're taking, yeah. An embellishment yellow card will be presented to
Jacob Ball?
I believe that's Jacob Ball. I don't want to make any stray statements here. We'll wait till he gets to his feet. Yes, that would be a yellow card on Jacob Ball. We do not have replay. We cannot run that one back to see what happened, but the referee saw something he didn't like, and it will be Knight's ball.
The referees are really setting the standard to start, where they're not taking anything like that.
Not at all. Lecole ran right through Ball. How about that? The strength of Lecole coming through. Here's Mella, the goal scorer, the lone goal scorer so far here tonight. Alvarado. Back to Mella. And he'll just reset, sending it back to midfield. Alvarado turns around a defender, back to Mella. Mella looks, nice pass, into the middle, back outside, on the net, just wide. How about that passing? How about that passing from the Hawks?
That was amazing.
Tic-tac-toe, right out to the right side.
Keeping that pressure on. They're still, and Ball coming back from that yellow card and just keep going. He kept going there, came back, trying to make up for it.
Wow. Very, very dangerous looking attack from the Hawks. The Knights can breathe a sigh of relief that one didn't find the back of the net. That ball kicked out to center. Very nicely headed down by Damien Kay. Nice touch on the far side there by Di Maurizio, but nothing doing. That ball will stay on the far side. Some battles to be had. Ball will fall back for Jacob. And Oldejan will pick it up at center. He'll look far side. Nice through ball. Find his teammate on the net. Into the box and just didn't get further than the top of the 18-footer.
There was no one there to get that, unfortunately. It was all alone with that one and no one to center it and just went right past and nothing going, unfortunately. But we got there. It's another chance.
Fantastic through ball from Oldejan. Great look.
He's getting lots of chances right now. He's been the one that's just been like, we've been mentioning him several times already.
That ball flies up into the air, brought back down by the Knights, and they'll apply lots of pressure. Mella does a little somersault in the corner as they don't like the corner call. It will be Humber Hawks corner.
Two.
Sit right here. I want you to
Wait.
You. Oh. Get up. Please get up. Counter.
That one booted up the far side, stopped there by Joseph. Played into the middle for Lascano and sent way down for Pinto. That ball out of bounds, and the Hawks will have a throw in. Lots of pressure here so far from Humber.
It's been pretty much all Humber at this point. We've had a few chances with Overton coming down, but other than that, it's mostly been, they've been doing good, like you said, with the tic-tac-toe that they had on that last chance. A lot of passes back and forth that Humber's just been all over Niagara so far.
Great ball movement in the middle of the field. They're finding ways to move through the midfielders, and even then so, find those through ball opportunities, like so. Look at that beautiful pass. Down the side, Matthew Lake. Here he is, on Oldejan. He'll make a move to the middle and find Mella. Mella fakes the shot, fakes it again. Out front, find Alvarado. That one sent way out wide as Humber continues to retain possession. Alvarado. Back for Facey. And across to Noel. When was the last time the Knights touched the ball?
It's like keep away right now.
Soccer is a beautiful game when played right, and the Hawks are playing it beautifully. The right way to say it. That one crossed, and we got a whistle.
Offside sounds like.
Must have been. Free kick Niagara. Never mind. We're going to have, yes, a free kick Niagara. He'll elect to pass. There's Plata. He'll lose that one. Give it away to Lake. Tried to beat two defenders, couldn't do it. Knights will come back the other way. That one for sending.
Onside.
He is onside, sending it for Deep Maurizio. He gets pushed out of bounds, and it will be Humber Hawks ball. Just not enough strength there. Great work from LaShawn Facey just to kind of push him towards the sideline. That's big when you're playing soccer anywhere in and around the sideline or the end lines. You have to be able to hold your ground.
Yeah, when I heard, being on the announcer, I was hearing a lot of them talk about one big difference from going from high school to college soccer is how much more physical it is in college.
Oh yeah.
And some players aren't used to that, and there's a little bit of an adjustment period sometimes where you have to get used to being pushed around, and you might have to push back a little bit.
Well, hopefully push back.
Yep.
Somebody pushes you, you push back, right? That's
otherwise
how
you
it
just
goes.
keep getting pushed around.
That's right. Frank Mella. Beautiful pitch wide pass looking for Mateus Lascano. And Lascano just had a little hard time with the touch there. Couldn't grab that one, and it'll be Knight's throw-in on the far side. That ball off ahead. Frank Mella picks it up. He'll get tripped, no call. Stays with the Hawks. Looking into the middle. There is Alvarado. Looking for Mella. Another trip on Mella. That one will be called, and we'll have a free kick just outside the box here for the Hawks.
At least it was outside the box and not inside the box. It was really close, though, so we got lucky. It's not a penalty shot, but still, even free kicks are almost just as dangerous.
Well, we saw in the women's game.
Yeah.
Kicks were lethal. I mean, you had Torreno with a beautiful penalty kick for the Knights. She scored a real penalty, but the free kick on the other side was just as dangerous. It was a beautiful shot from maybe about 4 or 5 feet outside the box, right off the right foot, curls into the top left of the net. Like, there's not much you can do.
How often do you get in regular play just a free shot like that? So that's why these free kicks are so valuable.
So valuable, and at this stage of the game, the Knights do not have a free kick to spare. As we close in on 30 minutes, that one into the box, right over everyone's head and out the end line. That's going to be Knights' ball. Knights' goal kick. Looks like he'll throw that ball off to get dried, and goaltender Deep Maurizio. Correction, Nolan Friel. Goalkeeper tonight is Nolan Friel. I apologize. Friel will look up pitch. That ball falls for Hannon, up for Oldejean. Taken away there by Lake, sent back up the middle, ran onto by by Ball. How about that? Came out of nowhere, lots of speed. Right through the middle of the field by Jacob Ball, and found himself all alone with that ball. Great defensive play there to keep it away. Here is Lampman for Lecole. They'll play catch. Back to Lampman. That one off a defender, headed by Deep Maurizio. It'll fall for a Hawk. We got a flag up. That one still playing. And that ball falls for Noel. Back out front. That one's an aggressive take by Ole. And that's going to be a yellow card for sure. For sure. He came in and kind of just used his hip.
Yeah.
Used his hip to kind of push him out of the way. You can't do that.
Like, yeah, it is physical, but obviously there's a line that you can't cross when it comes to being physical. And it's more a matter of just battling for ground. Kind of like in basketball, right? We got the picks and stuff like that. Watching the women's game, it was actually interesting to see how many picks that they would do like that, where they would just stop and stop the offensive player from trying to get to the ball.
I mean, I know they call this football somewhere, but it's not American football. You can't be throwing real tackles. That one into the box. Jacob Ball on it. Beautiful save from Friel. Another shot from Milas, and that one is stopped again. Nice block from the defender. Lake tries to cross it. That ball just behind the net and off the cage. Beautiful sequence there. And once again, Jacob Ball finding himself in a very dangerous location, using his speed to cut in behind those defenders. That's something that the Knights defenders are going to have to keep an eye on moving forward. Vogel. Nice move. Find his teammate on the far side. Given away to given away. That ball is going to be kept by the Knights. Far side throw-in coming. Up the far side, looking for teammate Deep Maurizio. It doesn't get there. Falls for the Hawks. Out front, and here comes Friel. He'll pick that one up. Roll it out for his right back. That will come up the center for Hannon. Stopped there by Alvarado. And we have another Hawk down. And a yellow card presented to Kyler Lampman. A physical start to this one indeed.
And I think with the rain, too, you almost have to be a little bit more careful when you're doing a little more of the physical stuff, because it's a lot easier for like a little tap to turn into a tumble.
That's
and
a
then
great
next thing
point.
you know,
I mean,
they're down.
there is the stereotype, right? We all have heard it. We all know it. And if somebody falls, there's a good chance, depending on the official, a call could be made, right? Now, like you said, given the nature of the turf today, there is a higher probability that somebody hits the turf. And that's something to keep in mind. And we've had no shortage of players hitting the turf so far throughout this one. So I'm sure that will continue. If you're just joining us, 1-0 Humber Hawks, 33 minutes played. I am Christian Simmons. That's DJ Bloxall bringing you commentary here. The Youngs Sports Complex between the Humber Hawks and the Niagara College Knights in the first of the OCAA regular season. That ball stopped at center. There's Mella. A couple of nice moves. He'll just send that one back for Noel and receive it back from him again. Great footwork from Mella. Great ball control does he have. That one over for Facey. Facey up the wing. And up the wing one more time. They'll advance it to Lascano. He'll try to look in the middle. Nothing doing there. And that one will come right back for Alvarado. But
Another one
we
down.
have another one down. Love to see the sportsmanship there. No harm, no foul. Just a little tap.
And just keep going.
And keep playing. Here comes the Hawks into the zone. That one stops for Joseph. He's still got it. Beautiful pass down low for Pinto. He still has it. Looks like he was pushed out of bounds, and that will be the Knights ball coming back the other way.
A little bit more pushing and shoving I saw there too. And again, with this turf, like a push can just easily turn into a slip in the fall, and so you really got to be careful. But you also don't want to not do it either, because again, if you don't push back, you might just end up getting pushed around.
Well, I mean, this is a sport after all. I mean, we're competing for a victory here. Nobody's out here to play patty cake. You got to use your body. It's a physical game. This
isn't house league anymore. This is
not
college.
house league.
This is college sports now.
That's right. Here
it's getting
comes
a lot more
Noel up the middle. Find his teammate Kashizian. Beautifully displaced by Plata. And he'll take his time. Send that ball back to his defender. And Lecole will pick it up in the center. Plata back to Lecole. Lecole goes up the gut. Finds his teammate. And Lampman's going to give that one a boot, looking for old Dijon. And Noel will just head that one out of play. And it'll be Knights ball on the near side. When was it? I haven't seen them down here all half. The first time the Knights have been this deep in Humber territory. It's been a really tough start, like we've documented.
They've had a few breakaways, but never like a real set play that we've been able to have in the offensive zone.
Yes, it's been a tough start, and it was short-lived. Vogel plays it off his shoulder, doesn't stay down there for very long. Here comes Jacob Ball the other way. Lecole does well to shelter himself from ball speed, and he'll bring the ball back up the far side. That one left right up the middle. Here comes DiMaurizio on his own. One move, a shot, and way over the net. That one hits the mesh. A nice move, and
maybe a little bit jittery trying to get that shot because, hey, we're in the zone. You just want to get it on net, right? But sometimes you get a little jittery when you're first starting out, and then it goes a little too high. But we had a chance. They had a chance, and maybe they can turn it around now and get that groove going.
I've yet to test Peter Shabertsov as he continues to walk through his first half completely unscathed, not even facing a shot just yet.
Yeah, and he came in again. If you weren't here at the start, he's actually the backup. We had Snai as the starter, and then he ended up getting injured on the one play and had to go out. And so Shabertsov came in, and like you said, he hasn't really been tested much at all since he came in, and it's probably a good probably 10, 15 minutes since he came in, too.
It's been a slow start for him. Not much really doing there. He's got to try and keep his feet awake.
Yeah,
It
makes you wonder, like,
alive. You know, make sure his legs are moving and his brain is still in it. If he does face a shot, he's got to be ready.
maybe Niagara can catch him napping.
Catch him napping. I highly doubt that. Catching Z's in the rain. I've never fallen asleep myself in the rain.
That's true. That's another thing with the rain.
work.
It really keeps you kind of like in the game, maybe too. Where like if it wasn't raining, then maybe it might zone out. Maybe, probably not. I'm not an athlete like that. So, but
I mean, yeah, I personally have never fallen asleep playing any sports. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm a high energy guy. I don't know if you knew that, DJ.
oh, I know that. You
know
got
well.
that main character energy there, like we talked about earlier.
And Knight's ball. There is Plata. He'll turn that one over. Beautiful job, Kashizian. Here he comes. Tries to make a move. That one's no good, and that one will creep out of the end line.
Same setup, yeah. Same
Looks
setup.
like we're getting another Humber Hawks corner kick.
Go short. Addy, go short.
'Cause that one was off a Knight's defender. Dangerous. Dangerous have been the Hawks all first half.
Good.
Electric.
One. Tough.
Lots of speed from their strikers. Jacob Ball has been extremely impressive, bringing a ton of speed.
And just
through
the
center of
passing,
the pitch.
the passing back and forth, that one TikTok play where they almost scored, and yeah, just back, almost like keep away in a lot of cases, where they're just keeping possession.
There's the corner, into the middle, right off the head of Lampman. And we're gonna have a redo on that corner kick as the Hawks look to find their second as we approach the 40th minute here in this first half. It's been all Humber. 1-0 Hawks. It'll be Mella on the corner kick, your lone goal scorer this evening. Excuse me.
And if Niagara can at least keep it out of the net for this first half, with the way that they've been playing and only being down 1-0, that's actually not that bad. If they can turn it around in the second half, get going, being only down by 1 goal, you've always got a chance. You never know.
Over till it's over.
Yeah, and being only down 1 goal, next thing you know, one little slip up, one breakaway, and then it's in the net and it's tie game.
One bounce, that's all it takes. Lacole. Speaking of bounces, he'll bounce it out to the left, finding Old Dijon. Tried to do a little give and go there with McMillan. That one was unsuccessful, but throw in nonetheless, and we're playing soccer again. Vogel looking center for Hannon. A little bit out of his reach, and they'll lose that one to Pinto. He'll send the ball back to Shabatsov, and the Hawks will once again regain possession in their defensive zone with ease.
And that's what's the other thing too. They've just had possession all game pretty much.
The whole game.
Pretty much, like they say possession is 9/10 of the law, and I say they've had possession 9/10 of the game.
It's definitely been a high-flying Hawks over the night so far. They've been very strong. Lacole will come in and take that one away beautifully, and it'll be Knight's ball.
Makes me wonder what Coach DeShellis is going to have to say to the team at the halftime.
Well,
get them motivated, get them going, say, what we got to change it, we got to do something. Is it a strategic problem? Is it just that Humber's just doing better overall? What's going on here? And maybe the coach can give them hints on how they can turn this game around. Again, it's only 1-0. They're only down by 1 goal. So one bounce, if they can get going again, get that 1 goal, and it's tied up. And it's like all that stuff in the first half just never happened.
Well, the first move by Frank DeShellis, he has subbed. Mike Deep Marizio will take a seat, and Dom McIntosh will take over at the striker position. So DeSellis saw something he didn't like, and he's obviously trying to make up for that here, and McIntosh is a part of that plan. Out far on the right side, here comes Hannon. Into the middle, offside is called, all day and night.
You can see all the hands coming up
see it.
from Humber. Every hand there up for the offside. They knew. They knew.
Well, not only that, you could see the gap between the two lone Knights and the last line of defense for the Hawks. It's pretty clear as day that was an offside call.
It goes back to that, like the defense just goes up a little bit when the ball comes, and then next thing you know, if the offense isn't paying attention, the ball comes and they're offside and it's all over. And they get the ball back, and then with the way that they've been possessing the ball, Niagara really needs to take every chance that they can get when they have possession to get it up the field and into the net.
Closing in on the final 90 seconds of the first half, Lecole. He's gonna boot that one way up, looking for McIntosh. Can't hold on, and that'll be booted right back down by Matthew Lake. Jacob Ball again getting behind the defenders. That one's an offside, but that's what I'm talking about. Jacob Ball, he's got that quick strike ability. He's so fast. They gotta keep an eye on that guy.
Yeah, he's just always on the ball, right? Like he's
Always on the ball. I love it.
He's well named.
Ball back for Vogel. He's gonna go cross for Hannon. Hannon back for his back. That was Soares. Soares will play it up the far side. Here come the Knights. 90 seconds, 45 to go. That one beautifully taken out by Facey. What a slide tackle. And here's the throw in. That one's gonna come in for Vogel. Still on the ball, gives it away. Here comes Mella, looking for his second. That one tripped on by Jack Soares, and Mella still got it. All alone on the net, beautiful save by Nolan Friel. Another one attempted on the net, and that one will find its way out of play and off the cage as we count down the seconds.
Again.
Just a beautiful run there from Mella. Just on his own, walking in from the far sideline, right down the line, cuts into the middle and just puts a beautiful shot on the net.
It was such a quick transition. Like if Niagara coming up and all of a sudden Mellon just goes down the pitch, chance, and that's the thing. Things can change all of a sudden. And next thing you know, they get a chance.
On the net, big save by Friel. How about that header? He was like 5 feet in the air.
It's amazing the height some of these players get, especially on a pitch like this with it being very wet.
Vogel. With seconds to go. Back to Vogel in the center of the field, finds Hannon. Over to Oldejan. He's gonna give that one away, and it'll be given back to the Hawks, Joseph right there to take that one away, and it'll be called a free kick for the Hawks.
One last chance here for the Hawks before halftime.
Isaiah Noel on the kick, he boots that way out to the far side for Kashizian. He couldn't handle that. Heads out of bounds. Throw comes in for Astudillo. And he'll find Vogel. Vogel takes a look. Takes another look. Nice looking through ball for Oldejan.
He was offside though, so if it'd gone to him, it probably wouldn't have counted, but
it's a good look. It was a good
look. You gotta try.
Jack Soares takes that one away, and he soars up the far side. And that one, a little bit of an errant pass, goes off Niagara Knights number 5, Facey, and the Hawks will begin up the field. There it is for Joseph. Lots of speed through the middle of the field. He'll dump it off for Mella. Mella looks into the box. Oh, Lecole, nice header to clear that. Vogel can't keep it out. Another thing. My goodness. Jacob Ball down and hurting Lecole. Potentially facing his second yellow card. No, it's going to be just going to be a free kick.
He's lucky he didn't get another yellow card with that one.
Very lucky.
Because with how Niagara is playing, they cannot afford to go down one person.
No, they cannot. But the free kick is just as bad. The end of the first half, and we've gift wrapped them another chance. We've gift wrapped the Hawks another chance to potentially find the back of the net. It's Lascano. Here it is. On the net. Nice save by Friel.
We gotta get up, we gotta get up.
And Friel takes a look, and he'll find his captain, Noah Vogel. Vogel looking for Oldejan. That one up the field, way out of his reach. And it'll fall down for goaltender Peter Shabertsov, taking his time, surveying the field. And he'll just pick that one up as McMillan approached. Here's Facey. We'll drop that for Soares. Back for Shabertsov. He'll find Noel. And that will do it for the first half. 1-0 Humber Hawks through 45 as they decisively win that first half. Any final thoughts on that first from you, DJ?
Honestly, Niagara is lucky that it's only 1-0, but that's also an opportunity because it's only 1-0. Like I said before, being down by 1 goal, all you need is just one chance, one shot. If it goes in the net, it's tied. So they can just go in. Sure, Humber won the first half, but we still got another half to go. And if Niagara can turn it around, get their game going, only being down by 1 goal, they've got a great shot to turn around and still potentially tie or win this game. They're still in it, only being down by 1.
Absolutely right. The game is not over till it's over. 1-0 Humber Hawks through the first 45 minutes here at the Young Sport Complex. My name is Christian Simmons with DJ Blockstyle. We'll be right back after halftime.
Elijah, put it in the net. I'll let you. Oops, I couldn't save it.
Nathan, if you don't save the next shot, we're going home.
No. Elijah, come on, nice. No goal. One more. Penalty spot. Wait, let me be goalie now. One more. No, 4. 4 more. Oh. Yes. We're both goalie. Yeah, we're both. Oh, come on, Elijah. I'm standing here. We can save it. Is it going to do powerful? Let me take one shot on you, okay? One shot on Elijah. Four shots. Yes! Wait! 4 shots. Can I power shot it? Oh! Just one shot!
right, for Baltimore. He called him out. No touchdown.
How'd you do so far, linesman? How'd you do so far?
You know, trying to survive. Like we're all.
Busy?
Sorry?
Busy?
You know.
Second game or no?
Sorry?
Second or first game?
Like for this is the first game of the season.
No, I'm talking about like today.
Oh yeah, I only do one a day, brother.
And country.
Thank you, sir. Welcome back. I was about to say inside, outside the Young Sports Complex here in Welland for the second half of the first Niagara College Knights men's soccer game this 2024-2025 OCAA soccer season. My name's Christian Simmons. I'm alongside DJ Bloxile. That first half, all Humber Hawks, 1-0 through the first 45 minutes as we get ready to kick off the second half. DJ, what do you think it's going to take for both of these teams, Humber, to stay in the lead? If the Niagara Knights are going to come back, how are they going to do that?
Niagara just really needs to get going as far as they have. It's hard to say because they just haven't had the possession to be able to show what they can do. They've had, for the most part, all their opportunities have been them getting the ball, rushing it up on the sides for a little bit, and then kicking it in close to the net. And that's been pretty much all that they've done in the first half. So what they need to do is actually get what Humber's been doing, get those crosses going, get the passes going. Like, Humber just needs to continue doing what they're doing, and eventually more balls are going to go in. With the amount of chances, Niagara was lucky that it's only 1-0. So, but if Niagara can get going and they can find a rhythm and get that goal, it's a new game at that point.
Find their pace, find their ball movement, and find a way through the middle of the field is the big one. As we get underway, here we go. Jacob Ball for the Hawks. Fantastic in that first half, by the way, all over the place. He had his footprint in the Niagara College Knights box, literally in the box, all over it. And non-stop.
I think that's your point too about the middle. That's the problem. Like with Jacob Ball in the middle, he's just been able to control everything in the middle. He's everywhere in the middle, and so Niagara's really had to stay on the outside fringes of the field in order to get anywhere, and that's what's just made it hard for them to get anything going.
Here's Astadio trying to center for Dom McIntosh. Nice little rush there. That one not meant to be, as an offside flag is shown. That'll be a goal kick for Shubertsov. Like you said, ball just so much speed. And it wasn't necessarily him by himself owning the center of our defense, the Knights' defensive zone. It was more so the ability of the wingers to find him in the middle. They did such a fantastic job of either through the air or on the turf, finding him in and around the box, giving him success, sensational opportunities to find the back of the net, and look for them to continue to do that. And if you're Mr. Lecole in the middle, center back, you got to keep your eye on him. He's so fast, and he'll run right by you in the blink of an eye, just like that. And that's something that the Knights will look to prioritize here. Speaking of ball, there he is once again, offside, but finding his way into those areas. See, that's what I'm talking about. He gets lost. He's so quick. You look one way, you turn around, he's gone. And he's finding himself in dangerous areas. Granted, a few times being offside, but it's still the idea that he is able to get there undetected.
And I mean, the thing with getting offside, if you're getting offside a lot, it means you're getting the ball into the offensive zone a lot too, right? So, I mean, the more offside you get, as long as you're getting, eventually those offsides will not be offside, and you'll have a good chance, and you can get in the net.
Let's hope so. Here is the Hawks. There's Mella on the ball. If you didn't get a chance to catch the first half, Mella is the lone goal scorer here tonight. Still on the ball, down the near sideline. He'll try to bring that into the corner, looking for a cross, and that will creep out the end line, and it'll be Knights ball the other way.
I like your point about Ball just being able to find those holes. He finds the holes in the defense, goes where everyone is not, and next thing you know, he's got the ball in a place, and everyone's been feeding him so well for it as well. I feel like Humber seems to have done a real good job of coordinating and knowing where he's going to be.
Here's Auguste over to Lecole. Lecole will send it way over there to the other side to Old Dijon. And that'll come back to Lecole. Nice ball movement here from the Knights. Great tackle there from Jacob Ball. Excuse me, that's Mateus Lascano with a fantastic tackle. Keeping that ball away from their zone. That one sent all the way down, picked up by Shubertsov, and that will be Hawks ball for the restart. Shubertsov draws the striker, picks it up, and will basically start their breakout. Here comes the Hawks. Up for Mella. Nice touch by Mella. Jacob Ball in the middle. Nobody with him, all alone. Lecole right there. Great work by the Knights to slow him down. Unfortunately, we will have a Hawks corner kick.
And you can see how much they worried about him. They're double teaming him out there. They'd rather have two guys on ball and then just have someone else open. And of course, that will just eventually lead to more people being open for Humber and continue the domination that they've had.
In the corner for the Hawks. They'll stack the box. That one comes in for Noel. His header just misses. That one falls back to Mella. Mella down to the sidelines. That one's crossed back in, and Vogel will clear. Comes out for McIntosh. And Lake will beat him to that ball, and they'll just play it back to Shubertsov to reset. Over to Luca Pinto. He'll step into the middle, looking for his striker rushing up the middle, but that one was very nicely received by Vogel, and that one right up the middle.
Launched out to the side there.
Launched out to the side, but a nice look for McIntosh. Through ball just a little bit late, and Shubertsov does a great job to anticipate that one. Throw in. Comes in, Hawks immediately retain possession and bring that ball right out center, where Lecole will pick it up. Lecole looking cross field, he'll go. That one targeting Astadio, taken away by the Hawks. On the net, big save. How about that from Shubertsov?
Niagara finally
Right
started
back.
to get something going.
That's right back to Bogus. I was going to say Shubertsov first test so far in this one. Didn't face a shot on the goal in that first half. As we're going to get...
And like I said, because it's only 1-0, if Niagara can get one here, we're tied up. And all the stuff that's happened before doesn't matter at that point.
You got a corner kick here. Juan Plata looks into the box. Shubertsov with his hands up.
And the rain.
Big chance for the Knights. That one comes in. Facey heads it. That one, Oldejan on the net. Nice volley. That one didn't find its way through. The traffic able to tip that one out of bounds, and Shubertsov happy to escape that one unscathed as the Knights foil their first and second real scoring chance of this second half.
That was definitely by far the best chance they've had to get that ball in the net. And if they keep continuing playing like that, they might be able to tie this one up. But the rain is really starting to come down now.
Really coming down now, like hard.
Like you can't tell, it is really coming down. It's pouring.
There is Facey. He'll look up the near sideline for ball, and that's just a little bit too far left and out of play. And Soares will throw that one in. It's kept in by Riviere. And the Knights will go the other way. Deep Maurizio looking to center for Oldejan. That one just a little too far out of his reach. And once again, Shubertsov anticipating those through balls. Fantastic work from him to come out and take care of those.
And now we're really being able to see what Shubertsov can do. Now that he's finally getting tested by Niagara.
Oldejan trying to cross that one, and it's just off the feet of Luca Pinto for a Knights corner kick. Vogel, Oldejan, and Hannon right at the penalty mark. A couple of screens set. In for Oldejan. His tip just wide. How about that play? Set screen from Vogel, and Oldejan comes straight to the post. That pass finds him airborne, and wow.
I don't know what the coach said to them in the halftime, but it seems to have gotten through to them a little bit now. They've got some decent chances in the last few minutes. Again, they can keep that up. It's only 1-0.
Here is Alvarado. He'll play it to Noel. Noel will bring it back to Facey, and they'll look up the near side. Just a fake look. Little how you doing? And that ball will go back the other way. Noel on the far side. He'll send that up for his winger across far side. Here is Pinto. Pinto, nice move down low. He'll cross. That one for ball. And
You could hear that hit the fence hard there.
man, did he ever hit that one hard.
I would not have been wanted to be in the way of that kick.
I don't think Friel did either. Nice play there from Friel to Lecole. Cole will send that up for Hannon. And back to Lecole, and they'll bombs away up to center. Di Maurizio tries to jump for that one, just a little bit over his head, and it will fall back to the Hawks. Noel. Taking a look as we slow the pace here. Back to Noel. And now Shubertsov. Gervaisi takes a look up the field. He'll find Alvarado. Send that one all the way down for Joseph. Running onto it, centers for ball. That one is brilliantly defended by Soares and sent out of bounds as he has been all game long. Jacob Ball was all alone in front of that net until Jack Soares soared in and saved the day.
I think what Niagara really needs is they need their Jacob Ball. They need their guy that they can go to that will get it up there.
That's right. They're looking for somebody to step up. But even more so, just break through the middle field. I mean, once you break through, you can have any one of your strikers or wingers find their way through the box and get a shot on net. It's about, can you get there? You got to find a way through the midfield, and you got to find a way to get the ball into your playmakers' grasp. They have to be able to make a play.
Odejon's been great. He's had several chances, but he's...
Back post header on the net. Another shot. Big block out front. That one stopped by Nolan Friel. How about that?
That was close, but again, kept it out. Still 1-0. Friel has been great for them so far. He's probably been the only reason that they stayed in this game.
Absolutely. Soares plays that one up the near side. Picked up there by Kyle Hannon, and that one's just chipped out of bounds. And it will be a Knights throw-in.
They really need someone other than Odejon to be able to get that ball up into the offensive zone, because he's just a winger, and if you're just getting shots from the outside, those aren't as likely to go in as one that you're going to get from the middle.
That's right, and that's what Humber's been doing all game. They've been prioritizing the center of the attacking zone, getting the ball in there. Lacole, nice block there, and Friel will pick that up. But like I said, they've been doing everything possible to get that ball into the danger zone, into the box, into essentially a penalty kick position. Find a high danger opportunity for one of your strikers, and they will take advantage, and that's the Humber Hawks strategy so far here this evening. Niagara on the ball on the far side. Great defensive work. Mella can't keep that one in. It will be Knights ball. That one in for Hannon.
But if Niagara can get the ball into the middle, next thing you know, you get a little foul in the free box area, and you get a penalty kick. And they could change the game right there. So if you just get that ball in the middle, you're going to get more opportunities.
Well, put the ball in the right places is kind of...
Yeah, because I mean, you want to get in the middle, but you want to get in the middle on your side, with possession.
Right. If you go to the right areas, you get the ball in the right areas, you never know what could happen. Like you said, penalties are definitely attractive, but so are goals. That one on the net. Nice save by Friel, and immediately cleared by Aiden Ostadillo. Another big save from Friel.
Humber's still pressuring, though.
Here's Pinto. Taking his time, looking across for Noel. That one's going to come from Noel to Alvarado, and one more time to Liscano. Down to Ball. He's looking. He'll cross. That one to nobody. Will go right out of bounds over the end line for a goal kick, Niagara.
All right, so just do a quick reset, get some action going, maybe do what they were doing before when they were getting some chances, and get one in the net.
Friel will kick that one up to center, looking for Deep Maurizio. That one kind of bounced off his attacker and back into the Hawks' possession. Nice pass across to Noel. Noel still looking. Will find his wing. Back to Noel in the middle. And back to his wing. They'll play catch a couple of times. That ball with Vogel passed down to Lampman, and He'll find Vogel again in the middle. Great work there from the Hawks to get that one back, and Luca Pinto will come the other way. His pass wild to nobody. Vogel will pick that up and immediately return it right back to Marcus Riviere.
Niagara was some good footwork earlier there too as well to try to get that chance. Humber ended up with it, but it was nice to see them taking some chances, doing some little footwork, doing a little bit passing here and there. That's what, again, Humber's been doing that all game. Niagara needs to start getting that passing game going too.
They do, and they're doing everything they can. I would say it's less about the passing, it's about how quickly can you make that decision, right? You got three very, very quick midfielders, Luca Pinto, Matias Lascano, and on the far side, Jason Alvarado. Those three have done a fantastic job of applying that pressure. You can't make a pass if somebody's in your face. You can't make a pass if there's a boot in your way. You can't. And those three have done everything possible to make sure there are no lanes. There are no passing lanes. Now, that at the end of the day is the name of the game, and how quickly can the Knights move the ball through the midfield.
And it's funny you mentioned that too, because those are names we haven't really mentioned much in this game, but that's because their efforts are kind of the ones that you don't see, and that's what you want when you're a defender too. You want to just, the less your name is being mentioned, the better your job you're doing in that sense, because you're just stopping them from getting any chances to begin with.
Well, it's not glamorous, right? When most of the hype or the spotlight, to put it right, is on the offense. It's on the goal scorers and it's on the goaltenders. It's not on the guys in the middle, and unfortunately for them, they haven't had a whole lot of recognition from this broadcast team so far this afternoon, but they've been great.
And I think it goes back to you mentioning that lightning quick decision. They're just on it so quickly, passing it to the next guy, that you don't notice that they're doing those small little passes, because we just don't have even time to mention that because it's already on to the next guy.
Well, it's such a strong midfield, and the Knights have had a very difficult time breaking through it all night long as they continue here up through the midfield. Jake Soares looking out wide for Bogazat. He'll try to center that one right underneath Di Mauricio. He didn't want that one. Probably should have hit it. Di Mauricio let that one go, thinking Oldejan would run onto it, but there's a defender behind him. You don't know who's behind you. You probably should have just put a boot to that ball and get a shot on the net.
Especially with the way things are going, you take all the chances you can get right now. You get that shot on net, you never know if it's going to go in.
Absolutely. Facey will play that one out to Pinto. Here's Pinto down for Ball. Ball. Marinas playing defense. That one back to Pinto, who will center and receive it right back on the near side. Pinto will go across, skip pass from Facey to Noel. And find Mella on the far side. Mella plays that one right in for Riviere. Riviere will go down the wall, try to keep that one in bounds, but be pushed out by Oldejan, and it'll stay with the Hawks. If you're just joining us, 65 minutes played here at the Young Sports Complex. The Humber Hawks leading this one 1-0 so far through the first 65. Like I said, the first of the OCAA regular season between these two clubs. That one centered on the net. He scores.
I was just going to mention, if you're just tuning in, it might have been only 1-0, and you might have thought it'd be a close game, but it has been all Humber, all game. And that's the thing, they kept getting chances, and they got the one goal, but they could have had so many more, and you just knew eventually they were going to get that second goal.
That was just a beautiful cross on this near side. A left foot cross comes in, and a beautiful header from Marcus Riviere. The first-year player out of Mississauga makes no mistake there. And buries that one for the second of the night, his first of the season, a 2-0 lead for the Hawks and the Knights.
And you know, he's got to be happy being a first-year player, getting a first goal in the first game, starting out the season like that. Oh, that's a great way to start your career in college.
Couldn't get any better.
No, really, yeah.
Couldn't get any better. And the Knights now with a whole lot of desperation staring them in the face. Just over 25 minutes left to play. And they're facing a 2-goal deficit. Shabirtsov has been fantastic through the first couple scoring chances here of this second half. And you could say the same for Nolan Friel, just the chances have been massively, massively tilted in Humber's direction.
And credit to Friel. He's been doing an amazing job in net for the Knights. But Humber's had so many chances, eventually one of them is going to go in. And in this case, now 2. And it's amazing the difference between being up 1-0 and being up 2-0. Whereas 1-0, you always feel you have a chance. You go down 2-0, and now, like you said, the desperation's really got to set in now.
It's really got to set in. Full press here from the Knights. That one straight on the net. Marcus Riviere wasn't satisfied. He came back for another one. But a big save from Nolan Friel. He says no. That's exactly what you want to see from your goalkeeper, coming right back off the heels of conceding a goal. Not discouraged whatsoever, comes out and makes a huge stop.
And there's no reason for him to discourage. Sure, they let it in, but again, he's been doing a really good job. It's just that eventually something's going to get past. When the other team gets lots of chances, you can only do so much when you're in net. And eventually, something's going to go in.
You give good players lots of chances, goals are going to go in. That's how it goes, the bottom line.
It's a big get. It's a big net, and he's just one person. And if they give them lots of chances to score, eventually you're not going to be able to save everything, even if you think you might be able to.
That one comes pitch side, drops for Pinto. Beautiful touch on that one. Showing a little bit of his fancy side, getting pretty. That was a beautiful leg wrap touch, wrapping it around his planted foot. That one crossed into the middle. Comes right back to him. Out for Noel. Noel into ball. That one he can't hold on to, and Vogel will pick it up. Vogel the other way. That ball slammed back into territory. A couple of sliding bodies, Noel and Facey. And the pushing starts.
Yeah.
Here
now
we
that the
go.
score is 2-0, tensions are going to start to flare.
Picks that one up, and he'll play it forward, but the refs say, hold on a minute there. Kyle Hannon was off to the races, and they're going to bring
trying
the
to
ball
get
back.
ahead of the game here and be like, no, we're good, but refs not having any of that.
It's going to be Jack Soares here on the kick. And he'll bring it over for his wing. That one's going to be sent right down for DiMaurizio. He gives chase, and Noel's right there. Great body position. What the hell?
Like I said before, like a pick there, right? You're just stopping him from getting to the ball.
Man.
That's where the physical aspect of this game comes in like that. It's not necessarily the pushing and the shoving, it's the blocking and the standing your ground.
That's a little more than blocking. I would say that's a little more than blocking, but hey,
it worked though.
Called it what he called it, and we play on. That was, I guess you could say now, great use of your body.
Yeah, that's
use of your body.
It's not ceding your ground in that kind of thing. Like, I am here, you have to get past me to get to the ball, and so in that case, like, Niagara, the Knights had to get past and they couldn't, and they prevented them from being able to get the ball there.
That one comes out for Figueroa, and he'll find Riviere, who will send it down the far side. Cross comes in, Lecole tips it, and Friel will pick that one up and bring his Knights back up to center. Here is Soares. In the middle for Hannon. Hannon's going to lose it. That one's going to come into the center. Ball with a volley attempt, no good, and bounce into the hands of Friel. Once again, ball finding himself in the danger zone.
And you could see it with his face there that he was disappointed because he knew he had a good shot with that one and just wasn't able to get it in.
Well, you can't score them all, can you? But beautiful effort on the volley and an even better pass to set up the whole thing, as we are going to have a free kick here against the Knights. The Hawks will retain possession. Ball goes back to Shabbatz. He'll play it back up the far side to Noel, and that one will be centered for Alvarado. Comes far side for Pinto. Kept in, well, was kept in by Facey.
Little miscommunication there on who had it.
There, and that ball will be for the Knights. Nice little give and go there from Hannon. Vogel will go far side for Lampman. Vogel skipped it. Lecole will pick it up. He'll bring it up to center and find his center fielder, Plata, who will find Di Marizio coming down the far side. Di Marizio. Hawks think it's out of bounds, and it is out of bounds, as that one will go back the other way.
It's always kind of amusing to see a bunch of players putting their hands up just to signal what they think it's going to. Of course, it's going to be for their side, but trying to get the ref's attention there.
As the fish, speaking of the ref, we have some confusion here, and a card presented against Matthew Lake.
Something he said, maybe?
Must have been. Substitution here, as Robert McMillan will come back into the game, and
I don't remember.
Tom McIntosh will take a seat. McMillan for Vogel. He'll take his time with it. Lots of open field in front of him. That one to Di Marizio. Back to Vogel. Nice ball movement here from the Knights. That one almost given away to Ball as he was in no man's land. Lecole will play that back to Friel, and they will reset, bringing that back up the middle. That one there almost held on to by Plata. Back out center for Vogel, who will work that one back for Lampman. Lampman to Plata. Just looks to slide, trying to keep that one away from Mella, and they'll do a good job of wasting time there, as Mella just keeping his foot on the ball as the Knights try to grab it, and it will be a free kick here for Lecole, who will really quickly set that one up as we approach the 75th minute here at the York's Youngs Sports Complex. 2-0 Humber Hawks. It's been all Humber, and the Knights closing in on their final 15 minutes.
See if
Desperately
they can get
need one.
Going. They
Desperately
really need to
need
get
one.
They had that one moment earlier in the second half where they had some decent chances, and that's been about all that they've been able to muster this half. It looked like they might be able to turn things around at that point. It was early in the second half, but it's been all Humber since then.
Old Dijon looking to center that one. Almost found Di Marizio, but that one was very, very beautifully stopped by the Hawks. Just fantastic work, and another example of how their defenders have been such a huge part of the 2-0 lead that they've built thus far, really keeping Niagara College away from any dangerous scoring chances, and not just the defenders, but the midfielders, like we spoke about.
Yeah, they've just been nothing. They've been
blanked.
all on the outside for the most part in the offensive
It's
zone.
been a total whiteout. It's been a total whiteout from those defenders, doing everything they can.
Whiteout is in there keeping the white jerseys out.
That's
right?
exactly where I was going. Yeah, that's right. There is Bogasat. He's going to lose that one there. Ball on the run, and a nice work there from Soares to come in and stop that ball. And it'll be out on the Knights, and the Hawks will take over again. Pinto. He'll send that over for Fior. Far side, winger back to Fior. Nice move from Fior, and a pass up the middle that will be picked off by Vogel and sent back to Lecole. Here's Vogel. Looking, passing. That's a turnover. Comes back the other way. Here comes Mella. He's got a couple men with him. Across. That's an offside. Yep, that's an offside.
Yeah,
100%.
way offside.
Way offside. It was a nice look. Mella saw his teammate.
I'm surprised they let the play go on as long as they did at that point.
Well, it was a pretty instantaneous call. I mean, you can't call it until he touches the ball.
True.
So,
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
if he starts running offside before that ball even goes there, there's no call until he actually interacts with the play, and then the call
then
is
they
made,
can call
right?
it. So he can get back onside.
He can get back onside.
and then go get it.
I mean, somebody right now could run all the way down, touch that crossbar, and then come all the way back. It wouldn't change anything. If they touch the ball, however, it's a totally different story.
You get some good exercise that way.
They do. They really do. They really do. Knights with an exceptional cross. That one came in and beautifully hit. Nobody there. Nobody there, but a nice cross on this side from Bogasat. There is Plata in the middle. Oldejan trying to chip and chase, and Pinto's having none of that as he'll just knee that one out of bounds, and it'll be a nice throw in here on the near side.
Overshawn looked like he might have been favoring one of his legs there as he was getting back on the field. I don't know if maybe it's just because of the way the field is. It has been pouring for the last probably half an hour now at this point.
Well, at least. It's been pouring for the entirety of this game. It's been raining. That one's played right in for Vogel. Nice little move from him. That ball over to Lecole. He'll make a move, bring it down the far side. Out for Soares. Nice sliding tackle there from the Hawks. That one
Came
was
out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere on that one.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Just another example of that blockade the Hawks have established on the back end. Just nothing getting through. That, wow. Wow. That was violent. How about that? Mike DiMaurizio crashing the net, gets tapped and rolls into the fence. I hope he's all right.
Seems to
be okay. I mean, he's got a face of steel.
Maybe just a little shaken up.
A little shaken up. He's all right. And Shaburtsov will get us restarted with a goal kick. That one up the near side, looking for Pinto. He'll center for Riviere, but that one gets stopped at center, and Plata will chase. It's still there. Lots of pressure from the Knights. You can see it now. They're bringing everybody. Midfielders are up, and strikers are running. That one looking for ball on him. He can't control it, and Lecole will pick it up. A beautiful pass from defenders.
Only 10 minutes left, so they really got to put that pressure.
They really got to put that pressure on, and the Hawks are going to play keep away. Here we go. To the far side.
I mean, the Hawks have basically been playing keep away all game as it is anyway, so.
They got lots of practice. They're warmed up. They've been doing a great job of controlling the ball all game, and that mannerism will serve them very well in the last 9 minutes. We have a Hawk down, and the referee will keep that one at a free kick. Shaburtsov to Facey. That one just out of reach of Di Maurizio, and Facey will play to Sherbertsov, and that one will come all the way up to Mella. Mella makes a nice move, cuts into the middle, finds Pinto, and he'll go to ball. Near side wall, Soares giving chase. Ball through the middle, still has it. Another move into the middle, that could have been dangerous in the box. Gets tripped up, but no call. Here's Oldejan trying to break through Facey and Mella and gets stopped at the line. And that ball will come back into Niagara territory. That's Wosel. Play it into the center. Facey will receive that pass and send it right back into the center. And the keep away game has begun. If you're just joining us, 82 minutes, 8 minutes left to play. Of course, excluding any additional time applied. And it's 2-0 Humber Hawks so far through this one as the Knights look to come back with 8 left on the clock.
Yeah, at this point, Humber just seems like they're playing it out right now. Like, they've got a 2-0 lead. They're obviously not going to stick completely on
Mella.
it. But
Here comes Pinto into the box. He can't, just a little out of his reach.
Ooh, slid hard into the fence
tackle
there.
from Lecole. And these guys are,
This slippery surface.
face of steel, man, I'm telling you. If they didn't have one before, they do now. He went straight into that fence. Holy.
Might have a chain link branded face now there, right?
Well, he seems to be okay, which is fantastic, but that can't feel too good.
That'll stay.
I've never quite done that. I've never run into a fence, but I can imagine it wouldn't feel good.
I'm not about to go start trying.
I wouldn't try either.
No. Not for fun, that's for sure.
I would advise against that behavior, for sure.
Probably not a safe thing to do.
Vogel on the ball, gives that to his winger.
Yeah, kids don't try that at home.
And they'll bring that one back for Lecole. That one sent to Oldejan. Lots of space. Relatively isolated, he'll give it off. Back to...
No foul, no foul.
Still on the ball. That one for Vogel.
No foul.
Nice touch there in the middle. How about that from Astudillo? And that one, he's taken down. Where's the call? The ref comes in. There it is. Yellow card. And we'll get a free kick.
Niagara showing some life.
Niagara showing some life is right, DJ. This is a big one. And it will be Noah Vogel for the Knights to take this kick.
Good action there in midfield. Really getting some good ball control, getting it back and forth. They can get a goal here. It's a one-goal game. We've seen these kind of things happen before in soccer where they'll be down, and then next thing you know, one goal near the end, and they're only down at one goal at that point.
Vogel takes his setup, lines up, he'll kick it into the box, looking for a teammate. That one headed by the Hawks, right back into the box. Vogel tries to keep it in. Soares will instead. He'll find Vogel. Vogel in for Lecole. Lecole out for Oldejan. Beautiful touch into the box. And Harry scores! How about them apples, baby? Oldejan to Vogel and into the back of the net.
The captain brings it home, and we've got a ball game again.
Captain Clutch dives himself forward, puts his body on the line, and that's good for a 2-1 score. Niagara's first of the evening, and we now have a soccer game.
How about that, Oldejan going back there and the kick coming out to the side and him stopping it from going out and then taking it and then putting it right in front of the net for anyone to get, and Vogel just right there heading it in, making this a one-goal game. And yeah, we've got a game again, only down by one now. We've got time.
With 4 minutes left. How about this? How about this? It all comes down to this. Hawks possession. Full press from the Knights. They're sending everybody to come get that thing. There is Vogel and Plata. Be picked up there by McMillan. That one taken away by Riviere, and that'll come the other way. And we got an offside call there. Nicole just slipped a little bit, and of course, him being the last line of defense, there it is once again, the rule. If you move forward.
He didn't get back on side, so he was still offside when he got it.
That's correct. Nicole to take this free kick. Find Plata. And he'll send that one over for Bogasat to Oldejean. Oldejean taking his time, plays it into the middle for Ostadillo. That one out front for,
a pile up on there.
That run up. He's tripped in the box, no call. And Shaburtsov will hold on to that ball. That is questionable. McMillan chasing that thing, and he gets taken down. Who knows?
Such a good chance for Niagara, too.
That one on the net, left side. Big save by Shaburtsov on that turnaround shot from Deep Mauricio. An interesting chance there as the Knights really starting to come on.
They've turned on the afterburners. They're really coming alive. This one I'm wondering, where were these Knights? Where have these Knights been for the last 87 minutes?
They were sleeping in the rain. That's what's going on, right? We talked about it. Oldejean chasing that one down. It'll end up out of bounds, and
I mean, better late than never, that's for sure.
The Hawks will have a throw-in. It's Pinto. Ball in hand. Looking for a teammate. That one soars to Soares, and he'll find a teammate. That'll be chipped back into the box and come right back out. The Hawks doing a great job of sealing up the near side here. On the sideline, it'll be Pinto again on the throw-in. That one touched by Oldejean. Soares will hit it, and hit it directly out of bounds for that matter. Right back to Pinto, and that throw-in received by a midfielder and sent way back out to the right back.
Humber with control again, so Niagara gets to get that, need to get that ball back.
Got to get that ball back.
They need to get that control.
Here comes Riviere. Once again, he still wants one. That one off a defender. How close was that? Inches away from that left post.
Boys, let's go. Let's go, fucking.
That was a very close one. I almost thought we put it in there for a second on our own. That would have been.
It was that close.
That would have been so deflating to have it go in off a defender.
Oldejean pressing the corner. They'll pass it out to Ball. Here's Pinto. He'll put that on the net. Tipped off Lecole. Big save by Friel. And he's going to charge up.
And it was
that
like that
throw comes out for Bogasat to Lecole. Back to Bogasat, into the center. Nobody's there, and that's picked up by Hawk and brought back the other way. Nice through ball, looking for McMillan. Unfortunately stopped. That one will come back out to center. Here's the Hawks looking for Ball. Great defensive coverage. Pinto to Ball.
called offside.
Rightfully so. And the Knights will retain possession. Here's Soares. Looking upfield. Got to get a foot on it. Not a lot of time left. That one comes up for Lecole. Can't make contact with that. Plata will head it. And so will the Hawks. A heading match. McMillan just out of his reach. The Red Sea part, he just couldn't get a foot on that one. And unfortunately, the ball is sent back out to the far side, and it will be a throw-in for the Knights. There's McMillan, just again out of his reach. That ball killed back down. Soares tries to control it, and Ball will pick it up in Niagara territory. Ball on it. Nice body control there. Great work there from Alex Millen, but unfortunately ball just as strong, and that ball will stay in Niagara territory. Humber Hawks throw-in.
Humber taking their time, getting the ball, deciding where to go.
That one tossed into ball. Hits Vogel right in the face and goes right out of bounds.
We're back where we started again.
One.
Can't imagine there's much time left on that additional clock, so every second counts here. They'll fight for it in the corner. Off the Hawks. Here we go. Goal
right.
kick.
Last
the
chance
last
here.
push. Logan Friel to kick. And he'll leave it for Soares. So the breakout will happen from their own box. Soares up the middle. Finds McMillan. McMillan back for Vogel. Vogel. He'll chip that one into the middle. Lecole will touch it. He'll touch Oldejean to McMillan. McMillan thinks about it. Finds his teammate out wide. Tries to center. That one goes nowhere, and it's cleared by the Hawks. That one's centered. McMillan tries the bicycle kick, but doesn't work out. How about that? Not too sure what the call is here. I guess high boot. Could be. I mean, that one is going to stay with the Hawks. It'll be Shvertsov to kick. And he'll boot that right out of their territory. And the Hawks will retain possession. Knights giving chase. Oldejean and Bugasat on it. That one out of bounds. It will be Hawks ball, and
That's the
will
game.
do it. The Humber Hawks take this one 2-1. In fantastic fashion, the Knights make it an unbelievable finish, a photo finish at that. In the last 5 minutes, they find a way with a beautiful header from Noah Vogel, one that, unlike I've ever seen. He runs from about halfway to the center line.
Came out of
and dove
nowhere
at that ball. And when it's all said and done, you got nothing but good things to say about the Humber Hawks offense, their midfielders, and their defense. Anything else from you, DJ?
Everything, they were running on all cylinders all game. Like, it felt like they were playing keep away near the end of the first half, where the possession, it just felt they had possession of the ball almost all game, and Niagara was just fighting to get any chance. And they didn't really turn on until the last 5-10 minutes. And when they did, they got some really good chances. Where was that Niagara Knights in the first 80 minutes of the game? But you know what? With that, though, they showed what they could potentially do in the future games if they can play like that, get a goal like that. They might be able to turn that around. This is just one game. It's all we have so far. We might have lost this one, but it's only 2-1. So we've got some. Even if Niagara didn't play all that well, there are some positive things to take away from the game, and maybe take those positive things and push forward and use that to win in the future.
That's right, DJ. Well, it's just game one. There is plenty of soccer left to play in this 2024-25 OCAA men's season. Interesting slate of games here tonight. We had the Knights taking one in the women's game earlier this evening, and the Hawks taking one earlier tonight. A little split.
A nice
little
even
split in between the two, but a fantastic display of soccer nonetheless from all four squads here at the Young Sports Complex. Humber takes it over the Niagara Knights 2-1. My name's Christian Simmons alongside DJ Blockstyle and the rest of us here from the Young Sports Complex and Niagara College. We'll see you next time.